material and all. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, else we will continue with other steps. Any questions from the previous sessions? Okay, so as you might have been seen, we are it is taking a lot of time for me to type in the Word document as well as in the program. So I have decided that let's not waste too much of time in typing in both places. So therefore, I already typed the program. Look at here, I typed the program here. I just give the explanation going forward and I run the program, so that we can save the time and we can use this time in the UI5. Okay, so if you see the last class, so we are spending a lot of time to type all these things, and also we are spending a lot of time to type in the program. So instead of we put time in both places. Suprit, how about you?
Pardon me?
When you saying I am not audible. How about others?
It's fine for me.
Maybe when you need to increase your the volume. How about others? Others are able to hear me? So it is more for most of the people it is fine. So it looks problem at your end. You can increase your volume then. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to say here is that, so instead of we put time in typing in both places, going forward I'll be typing the programs like this and I will be discussing. Okay. Okay, fine. So the next thing is that, so if you look at here, I think I already typed this one, order list and unordered list. Let me check once. Yeah. So we need to talk about the listing list. So how do we list the content in the HTML5? So what does it mean? Let's take this example. I have 3 elements like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and 4. So if you see the outcome of this one, let me run this program. If you see outcome of this program, everything is coming in the same line. I don't want like this. I want to list this one. So if you want to list this one, then there are 2 types of list elements in the HTML5 or in the HTML. The first one is ordered list or unordered list, UL. Okay, the first one is UL, ordered list. Under ordered list, you will be having list item, LI /LI. Okay, so LI and /LI. LI and this is /LI. Okay, LI then /LI. Now if you look at the output of this one, previously if you see the output is like this. Now I put this content inside the UI and LI. Inside the UL stands unordered list. Under unordered list, I have list items or list of the items. Now you can see the difference. If I run this program, this is how I get the output. So that means in the HTML, sometime if you want this kind of output, then what you need to do? You need to use UL and LI, unordered list. So if you see here, this is unordered list. If you want to ordered list, then I'm just copying this and pasting this. If you want to order list, then OL, order list. You can see the same thing difference. OL, order list. And I am putting break here so that you can see the difference. BR tag. Now if I run this program, see this, order list. So when you say order list, it is going to give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. If you say unordered list, it is not going to give the numbering, it is going to just give the bullets. So why I am getting big fonts? Okay, so you can also check this one, that's fine. Now if you look at here, this is about order list and unordered list. So whenever you want to display the items like a list, then we have two combinations. The first one is order list, the second one is unordered list. Unordered list is going to give the outcome in the form of bullets. This is how we can see here. The order list OL is going to give the outcome like this. Okay, so this is about the listing the elements. So if you want this kind of output, whenever you want this kind of output like bullets 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, it is very common requirement. So therefore you will be using UI and LI tags. UI is for the unordered list and LI is list item. OL is order list and LI is list item. That means under unordered list, you will be having list of items. Under order list, you will be having list of items. That's it. Okay. So next thing is that let's talk about the article. So I already discussed about new tags in the HTML5. One of the new tag in HTML5 is article. There is an article tag. So it is used to represent an article. So what is the meaning of article? You might have been seen in the web pages or in the news pages, in the newspapers, in the magazines like that. So they'll say this is an article. Whenever they say this is an article, it is going to have some kind of font style and all. I'm repeating the requirement again. You might have been seen in the newspapers or in the magazines somewhere else. They say this is the article, or article about how to be smart in the summer season, something like that, or how to make your face glow in the summer season. So they write the article. So whenever they say it is an article is nothing but what? Collection of text. But whenever you say this is an article, so it is going to have some container, or it is going to have some section. So how do we maintain that kind of sections? Through HTML5. That's the question. So therefore article, it is used to represent an article. It is used to represent an article used in specially sorry, it is a typo mistake. Specially implementing in where we use this article. Just now I told you, in the magazines. In the magazines. In the magazines, comma, newspapers, comma, dash, dash, dash. Okay, comma, dash, dash, dash. And remember this tag is not available before IE9. So it is not available before IE9. So that means from IE9 this tag is available. That means in the program, if at all you are using article tag and you are running the results in the IE8, then that will not work. I'm repeating this again. So in the program, you are using this tag, article tag, and you are running the output in the IE9, then it will not work. Then it will not work. So therefore, just be careful, because anyway nowadays most of the companies are not using IE8 and all, so it's IE9. So we don't have any issues. So the conclusion I want to give, so that's why I have written. Now coming to the article tag. Let me run this program. So if you look at here, I just use the tag called article, and I am just applying some color that is called blue. Then inside the article you can write whatever you want. Inside the article you can write whatever you want. And when you run this one, see, if you look at here, this is having some special kind of font and all. So you can see the difference. If I remove the article and try to display, then you will not have that kind of fonting at all. Just see the difference, please. I'm just removing the article. Forget about the color, but you can see the font sizes and all. See, it is having different fonts and all, and this is also something different. So therefore, whenever you want something to be published as an article, whenever you want to publish some content as an article, then please put that content inside the article tag or article element. So I am repeating this again. You might have been seeing the newspapers, in the magazines, something like that, about some articles. So you can see very well the article about how to make your face glow in a summer season. So they will write some of the articles. So whenever you want to write some kind of content about some particular article, then put that kind of content inside the article tag. So it is going to have its own styling. So it is going to have its own fonting internally, all these things. See how it is. There is a difference between previous output and the current output. So that's all about the article tag. So article tag, it is used to, whenever you have some kind of content which is for the article, then please put that kind of content inside the article tag. So it is like a container element, all these things. That's all about the article tag. So tomorrow we see one kind of full exercise which is going to cover all these examples, whatever I am going to talk. Today what we are doing, we are discussing individual elements. Tomorrow, by combining all these elements, let's see how to display the web page. Maybe you can understand at the end moment, but that's fine. Okay, so the next thing is that there is I already told, there is a aside tag or aside element. In the HTML5, there is something called aside. So what is the meaning of aside? So if you look at here, assume that this is the body content. If I am going fast, if you are not able to follow, please stop me. I am repeating this again. If I am going fast, if you are not able to follow, please stop me. Otherwise, it's not going to help you as well as me. End of the day, you have to learn. Because the reason is the course purpose is to learn the UI5, as most of the people are saying, okay, we need HTML5, so I am covering it. If I spend a lot of time here, obviously it is going to take 6 months to complete the course. So let's not go that much. So that's why I am making this one as fast, so that we can have enough time to spend in the UI5. Fine. So there is another tag in the HTML5, that is a aside tag. So when to use aside tag? Assume that this is the body content. So if this is a body content, side to this content, I want to display some other content. Aside, you can, by the name itself is saying that side. That means I have a body content. Surrounding to that, I want to display some other content. What does it mean? So let's take this example. You can visualize like this. Assume that this is my body content. Surrounding means here, or here, like this. So surrounding to my body, I want to display some other content. Then you are going to use aside tag. So you can say aside or aside, whatever it may be. A-S-I-A-D. So the requirement is very simple and straightforward. I have a body of content. Surrounding to this content, I want to display some other content. Surrounding to this content, I want to display some other content. Then you are going to use aside tag. So let's see one example for this. Before that, let me type one word. This is used to represent what? Used to represent the content that is related to surrounding content within an article or web page. I'm saying web page. Web page means it's like a body. Okay, that's all. So if you look at here, that's what I have written. So use it to represent the content or use it to put the content. Let me put it this way. Use it to put the content that is related to surrounding content. That's what I explained here. If you look at here, so this is the main content. Surrounding to that, I want to display some content. Surrounding to that, I want to display some content. Then you are going to give or you are going to use aside tag. So that's what. If you look at here, use it to put the content that is related to surrounding content within an article or web page. So this is what the article or this is what the web page. So inside that I want to display or surrounding to that I want to display these tags. Okay. Now let's see the example. Okay. So let's see the example. Now if you look at here, aside tag. So there is a tag called aside. I just use some font, all these things. If you want to use it, you can use it. Font size is 20. Float left. What is the meaning of float left? I will explain. So width is equal to 160. Then I'm just displaying a content. This is example for aside. Okay. Then if you see here, this is the main body. So let me remove the aside first. Then you can understand more. I remove the aside. If I remove the aside, what is there in the body? Channa testing is there. Other than that, nothing is there. So let me run this. Let me run this program. So Channa testing. So that means this is what the body. This is what the web page now. For this web page, I want to add some other content related to this. Okay. Now you can use the aside tag. So inside the aside tag, what I am saying, this is the example for aside. So that is what I am displaying. Now let's see what is the outcome. See, if you look at here, that's what this is displayed. This is the example for aside. So it is displayed here. Okay. Now you can also increase the font width. Let's say, please observe this. This is the example for aside. So it is coming in 2 lines. If you don't want 2 lines, then you can make it as 260. 260 pixels. Now see this. So now my width becomes 260. Now you can also see the difference. Do you see the difference? There is an underline coming on. So this entire thing is aside. Okay. So then you also have the float, right? So instead of left, you can also try the right. See this. That's what I told you. So now this is displayed right side. That's what I told you. If you look at my example, this is what my body or this is what my web page. To this web page or to this article, I want to display something surroundings. So left side or right side, or this is basically left side and right side. Top bottom is not possible. So left and right side. So we have seen the left side previously. Now it is right side. That's all about the aside tag. So therefore, the another conclusion is here. Okay, we can have left or right of the page. Okay, so that's all about. Now you can see here. So let me have this as a left. Now let me have one more aside tag. That is nothing but the right side. This is just for practicing purpose. So now I am previewing this, or I am seeing the result. See, this left side is left side and right side is right side one. And remember this, if you look at here, if you observe the result closely, I want to highlight one more point. Who are not talking, they can go for mute, please. I want to highlight one more point here. So if you look at here, the right side one is displaying in a new line. Why? So if you look at here, left side is fine, and right side one is displaying in a new line. The reason is the tag or the aside tag, whatever you are using, that is a container tag. What is the meaning of container? Container is a space, or container, if you look at here. So this is a container tag. So whenever I say this is a container tag, it is going to have the space allocated for that. So you cannot have in the right side one more aside. So that means you cannot put two asides in the same line. It's a container, so it is going to take the space. So only two combinations with the aside, so left side and right side, and we have seen both examples, and this is the example for aside tag. Now if you have any questions on the aside, you can ask me, else you can switch to another one. So I am putting it is a container tag. This is a container tag, that's all. Any other questions? Next one is there is summary tag. Next one is there is a summary tag in the HTML5. And remember this is a summary tag right now supporting only in the Chrome. This summary tag is supporting only in the Chrome. We can see the difference. Let's try to run this program in the IE, then you can see the difference whether it is running or not. Okay, so what is the meaning of summary tag? What is the meaning of summary tag? You might have been seen in the web pages where you have something called expanded collapse, right? If I run this program, you will get more. Let me run the program. Again, I am telling, if I am fast, if you are not able to understand, please notify me. The entire HTML5, I will go like this only. Okay, fine. So now what I am trying to explain here is that the summary tag. What is the meaning of summary tag? You might have been seeing this kind of output, right? Where you have expanded collapse. How to get this? If you want to get this, then you can use the summary tag. Okay, so let me run the same program in the IE, then you can see the difference. Internet Explorer. I have 11. Can you see the difference? In the Firefox, the summary tag works correctly. In the Firefox, the summary tag works correctly, but in the IE, it is not working. It is not working. That means the summary tag supports only the Firefox. So be careful whenever you are using summary tag. So if at all you are using summary tag, the client should be using the application in the Chrome. Sorry, I think I used something wrong, right? So the summary tag works only in the Chrome, not Firefox. Sorry, the summary tags works only in the Chrome. It will not work in other browsers. So if you look at here, the same program I am running in the Chrome and the same program I am running in the Firefox, not Firefox, IE. So in the Chrome, it is working correctly. In the IE, it is. I mean, I am not getting the summary that expand and collapsed one. That means the summary tag is not supported in the other browsers. It is supported right now only in the Chrome browser. Now, I hope you got the requirement. So the summary tag, whenever you want this kind of expand and collapse, you have some content and you want expand and collapse kind of thing, then you can go for the summary tag. Okay, now let's see this. So what it is doing, it defines the visible heading for the details, details element. So what does it mean? It defines the visibility for the, so if you look at here, this is like a heading. Under that we have the details. This is like a heading. Under that we have details. So it is defining the visibility. That means right now it is not visible. So if I click on this one, it is visible. Right now this is not visible. If I click on this one, this is visible. So therefore it defines the visibility for the details element. So next, what is happening? The other point is you can click on the summary element to expand and collapse. The heading, this is called a heading. This is also called as heading. It can be clicked. So therefore, the heading can be clicked. The heading can be clicked to view the hidden details. So that's what, if you see here, this is the heading. You can click on this one to view the hidden details or to hide the details. Okay, now let me go through the program. So if you look at here, there is a detail tag. And it is having an attribute called close. When you say close, and when you run the program, if you look at here, this is by default close. Then you can expand it. The second section, if you look at here, again I am writing a detail tag, but if you see the attribute, I am putting open. When you say open, the details inside that heading by default open. So that's why you see everything open. So you can say summary 2, summary 1. Now you can see the difference. So if you look at here, whatever output coming from here is by default hidden. Whatever output coming from the highlighted is by default hidden, because of the reason is details tag is closed. So when you say details tag is closed, the heading whatever you are going to have, is in the closed mode. So you can click on this to expand it. Now if you look at the other details, open, So if you see here, the details tag is by default open. When you say open, then the heading and details by default opens, and if you want to hide it, you can hide it. Now if you look at the program, so it is nothing. I just displayed something in the red color. I already told page tag, not page, this is a paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph tag. After that there is a details by default close, then summary, it's like a heading. As the details tag is closed, the summary is going to be have in the hidden mode, or the details are in the hidden mode. So what I have here, I have some text here. Then the text is in the hidden mode because I have the details is closed. Then I am putting a break. So once you have the break, you can see the space here. Then I am starting one more detail tag, which is open. As I am having open, this heading is going to be shown. This heading is going to be expanded mode. As it is expanded mode, all the child is going to be displayed. That's all about the summary tag. And remember this works in only in this tag supports in Chrome only. It's not going to support in other browsers. I shown the difference also. If you run the same thing in the IE, it's not working. And the other thing is that, you need to remember is that, if you see here, summary is there inside the detail tag. So therefore, always whenever you want to use the summary tag, then you need to use the summary tag inside the detail tag. So the conclusion is what? Summary tag should be, summary element should be what? First child or first element in what is that? Detail tag, detail element. Okay, so if you look at here, there is a conclusion. So whenever you want to use summary tag, then you need to use summary tag inside the detail element, and it should be first element. So if you look at here, I have a detail element. So inside that, this is the first element, and this works in only Chrome. That's all about the summary tag. Any question? Shiva, Suprit, Venu, Dana, Sai.
No, it's clear.
No. Okay, you guys are not sleeping, right?
Yeah, we are not sleeping.
That's great. Okay, so next let's go ahead and see the next program. That's nothing but the figure. So this is one more advantage in the HTML5. They introduce the new tags to handle the figures. So what does it mean? If I run this program, you will get the idea. Let me run the program. So if you look at here, in the HTML page, I am trying to display some images, like some logos, some images, some photos, all these things. Wherever you go, this is a common requirement. Let's take the lonja.com. This is a common requirement, whether it is a UI5 or whatever it may be. This is a common requirement. In UI5 also, if you look at here, this is a figure, this is a picture. So if you look at here, this is a picture, this is a picture. So how do we display these pictures? So to handle this kind of requirements, in the HTML5, we have a tag called figure tag. If we go this much of fast, then definitely we have enough time to discuss in the so many things in the UI5. Okay, fine. So there is a figure tag. So I explained the goal of the figure tag. If you want to display some images, some PNGs, what is the difference between PNG and GIF and JPEG? We have three formats for the images, right? So if you look at here, this is a picture, this is an image. This image can be PNG, this image can be GIF, this image can be JPEG. What is the difference? Okay, so I don't want to spend the time again, because if I spend again it will be 5 to 8 minutes of explanation. So if you want to know more about the differences between PNG, JPEG, or when to use JPEG, when to use PNG, and when to use what is that other one? Okay, so when to use all those things, you can very well search, you will get the answers. But some cases we will use the PNGs, some cases we use JPEGs, and also on so. So you can very well Google it, and if you are not finding some clear conclusions, you can ask me, I'll explain later. But I don't want to go more on that, but it is very good information if you know when to use PNG, when to use JPEG. Okay, fine. So the figure tag. So this is an element. It represents unit of content. So why I am saying it represents unit of content? You might have been seen some explanation, right, previous in the childhood days. What is this meaning? One figure can explain 100 words. That means what? Every figure is a content again. You might have been seen that conclusion, right? So if someone explains it too much, why can't you put it in the figure? Why can't you draw it? Why can't you image it? Because one image can explain 100 words. So 100, it is explaining 100 words means what? It is again a content. So therefore, figure represents unit of content. Figure represents unit of content. Okay, so figure represents unit of content, and you can say single unit of content. That's fine. Okay, so it represents unit of content. That's fine. And remember this, it is going to support it in the most of the browsers. From IE9 also it is going to support. So if you run the same program in the IE, it will work. You don't have any issues. So you can very well use this tag in all the places. Look at here, the same output. Okay. Now let me run this program, or let me show you the program. Okay, so if you look at here, so I'm just displaying something called hello one something and all. You can display whatever you want. After that, I want to display the picture or image. So to display that one, you can use the figure. So if whenever I say figure, it's a unit of text or unit of content. So it's a unit of text or unit of content. Then inside that, where that figure is available, you need to specify the source. That is available in the same place. If you look at here, this is what my figure is. My figure or my picture and my program are in the same location. Please look at here. My program file and my picture are in the same location. As those are in the same location, so I can just use the picture name. If it is a different location, then you need to specify the location. Let's say it is coming from the google.com. Then you need to use http:// something something and all, then the picture name. You need to specify the path. So whenever I talk about the path, there will be two things, absolute path and relative path. So what is the difference between absolute path and relative path? Supreet or someone? What is the difference between absolute path and relative path? Okay, why I am asking the questions is I don't want you guys to sleep, because if I go keep on talk, then you guys might be sleeping. Yes, whatever Sai said, that is correct. Absolute path is like a full path. Let's say I have a image. I have a image somewhere else, C colon something, C colon Chenna slash ABC slash HTML5 slash test slash the name of the figure is 1.jpg. So if I specify everything, then it is a absolute path. If I am not specifying everything, maybe if I specify something like this, then it is a relative path. Okay, so that's fine. So I hope everyone knows about that one. Let me not spend more time on that. Now coming out from that, so figure. So inside the figure, you need to use the image tag, because figure itself is not going to. It is like a container element. It's not going to have anything. Okay, so therefore image. Then I'm going to specify the source. Source is nothing but where it is coming from. That means where my image is coming from. It is available in the same folder. So that's why I'm straight away using that one. And whenever you use the name of the picture, don't forget to use the extension also. If you are not using the extension, then it is difficult. Then I am just using the title. So where I can see the title. If you look at here, if I hover on this, then I can see the title. So if you hover on the picture, then you can see the title. See this, one picture. So the one picture is coming from this title. Then you can very well specify width and height. So I specified 300 pixels and 250 height. That's why I can see like that. So if you want to make 300 and 300, you can make it, or 300 and 300. Everything. All the, what is that? I can see the question. What are the supported formats? It is going to support all the formats. JPEG, PNG, all these things. That limitation is not there. It is going to support all the formats. Okay, so if you look at here, I just increase the width to height to 300. So that's why you have this kind of thing. So you can make it as 100, 100. So if you make 100, 100, then it is small one. See, that's how it is. So whenever you are displaying your company logos and all, it's better to use the image tag, so that it is going to have attributes like height, width, then title, all these things, so that you can display that one in the well formatted way. That's all about the figure tag. Any other questions? Now the next thing is that if you look at here, whenever you see some figure, you might be seeing some title, right? If you look at here, the next to the figure, you will be seeing some titles. Do you see that requirement? Or instead of title, I can say caption. Once you display the picture, you will see some caption here. How do I get that caption? If I go and type the caption, let's say here, after the image tag, let's say I'm putting hello, or this is a caption. This is caption for image. If I put like that, then and run this program, you see it's not coming well. Okay, so if you put next to the figure, then this is not coming well, because figure is here or pictures is here and my caption is somewhere else. It's not looking good. If I put inside, then it is coming here. If I put outside, then it is coming here. So the caption is not coming well. So how to add a caption to the image? how to add a caption to the image. That is the next question. So if you want to add a caption, then there is something called figure caption. There is one more tag called figure caption. Figure caption. There is one more thing called a figure caption. So let me run this program, then you will get the idea what I am trying to say. Let me run the 6th program. So you see here, this is what I am trying to talk. Okay, Channa figure caption. So now this is what my image, or this is what my picture, and I am able to add the caption. If you see, when I try to add here, it's coming somewhere else here. When I try to add outside, then it's not coming well. So I have a challenge. To overcome that challenge, if you want to add a caption to the image, then you can use figure caption. FIG caption is the tag. So it defines what? It defines a caption for a figure element. It defines a caption for a figure element. That's it. Okay, now let me show you. Let me show you the program. I'm opening in the notepad. So this is what the outcome. Now look at this one. Okay, nothing. It's like a previous one. Figure. Then I displayed the figure with some height, width and all. After that, figure caption. I'm going to use one more element called figure caption. What is the figure caption I'm using? Channa figure caption. So whatever I specify there, that's coming as a caption for this image. That's coming as a caption for this image. That's how you can have images with the caption. That's how you can have images. That's how you can have images for the, or captions for the images. That's all. The next one. So we have something called H group. There is one more element or tag called H group. Any other questions till now? Suprit. I need to ask Suprit because he might be back up and he might be sleeping.
No, fine.
Shiva. Shiva. Shiva, I need an answer from you. Okay. So when to use the H tag? So when to use H tag? If you look at here, we have so many heading tags, right? What are the heading tags? I already discussed. What are the heading tags? Suprit? What are the heading tags? Danu?
H1 to H6.
What are the heading tags? Absolutely. So we have heading tags like H1 to H6. As we have many tags for the heading purpose, can we group them? Yes, you can group them in as a single unit. If you want to group the heading tags as a single unit, then you are going to use H group tag. So what is this meaning? I'm just telling again. We have many tags for the headings, H1, H2 and so on, so H6. Now the requirement is, as we have many tags, can we group the tags as a single unit? Yes, you can group the heading tags as a single unit using H group tag. Okay, so therefore using this we can group heading tags. We can group heading tags. We can group heading tags. So what are the heading tags? I already discussed. Using this, we can group heading tags. Now let's see one example. Let me run this program. So if you look at, not this program, I think. We need to cover 6th program or 7th program. Let me see what it is. This is caption, that is over. Let me run the 7th program. Okay, that's fine. This is the example for footer. Maybe this example is not there. Let me check once. I'm not sure whether I typed it or not. Yeah, this is the example for this one. So 9th program is nothing but the heading tag. So if you look at here, so these are the 3 headings, H1, H2, H3. Let me open the program. If you look at here, H1 is a tag. It is used for the heading, H2, H3. All these 3 I put in the H group. That means all these 3 tags grouped as a single unit. Now that's nothing but the H, using H group. It's a simple, straightforward. So if you want to group the heading tags as a single unit, you are going to use H group tag. You are going to use H group tag. So let me rename this program after 7th, right? No, after 6th we need to have this one, so that you will have the sync. I'm just renaming this program. So this is the 9th one, and this is the footer one. So let's rename this as a 9. And this one is going to be 7. That's all. So that's all about the H group tag. Now the next one is we can discuss about the footer tag, as we have the footer tag. Yeah, not this one. What happened? This is a heading tag. Okay, so the next program is so the next program is footer tag or header tag. That's fine. Header or footer both are same only. Not same. Header is nothing for the header and footer is nothing for the footer. Okay, now if you look at here, footer tag. So that's what I said in the previous class also. If you look at here, if you look at this diagram, so there is a you can display something on the header, you can display something on the footer. If you want to display something on the header and if you want to display something on the footer, then you can use header tags and footer tags. It's a straightforward conclusions. Okay, so now let's see the header tags. If you look at the 8th program, if I run this one, then you'll see something. Now let me open this one and show you. So this is about the header tag. So what is the purpose of this tag? If you want to display something on the header, then you are going to use this tag. Okay, using this tag, we can arrange or we can arrange headings. Arrange headings or subheadings. You can also have subheadings. version information, or so on, so on. So using this, you can maintain the headings. So that's what you will see here. So if I run this program, I just run this program. So you have this output. Nothing. If you look at here, there is a header tag. Inside the header tag, I just put the blue color, and I am displaying something. And I close the header tag. Once I close the header tag, whatever you display, that is nothing but the body. Okay. So the same way footer tag. So we have something called the footer tag, right? So if you generally what will be there in the footer? The copyright messages. Generally what will be there in the footer? The copyright messages. So if you look at here, so this is the footer tag example. Now if you look at the code, it's nothing. I'm having some article. That means I'm having some body. Don't worry about this one. That means you have some content. Once the content is over, now what will be there in the footer generally? In the footer, generally you will be having the copyright messages. I already told you how to get the symbols. So copyright symbol, then I am just displaying all these rights are reserved by something, something, so on, so on, so. This is about the footer. So if you want to display something on the header, then you are going to use the header tag. If you want to display something on the footer, then you are going to use the footer tag. Okay. So this is used for what? Used for defining footer of an HTML document or section. Okay. So footer of HTML document or section. That's all. That's all about. Example, I already given copyright messages and all. Example, copyright messages and so on, so on, so. So header tag is over, footer tag is over, then H group is also over. Then what is pending? So the next one is navigation tag. So if you look at here, in this one, so in this one, article is covered, okay, header is covered, sidebar is covered, footer is covered, all these things are covered. Then what is pending? Navigation is pending. Now let's see the next tag called navigation tag. Let's see the next tag called the navigation tag. If you look at here, now I already told navigation tag is used for the navigation purpose. What does it mean? So if you take the Lonja example, you have a menus here. You have a menus here. If you look at here, this is a menu, this is a menu, this is a menu. I want this kind of menus. So if you want that kind of menus, then you will be going for navigation tags. Now let me run this program, you will understand. I am running this program. So if you look at here, there are navigations. So 1, 2, 3. There are 3 navigations. Let's say if I click on 1, what is happening? It is opening a link. So it is opening the YouTube link. Okay. So let's say if I click on. Okay. So if I click on 3, it is opening another link. Okay, if I click on 2, it is opening another link. That means there is a navigation. So there is a navigation. So therefore, if you want this kind of navigation, then you are going to use the navigation tag. Now if you look at the code, this is what the code. So I define the navigation tag. Inside the navigation tag, I am displaying what? The links. 1, 2, 3. When I click on the 1, it is opening some results. When I click on 2, it is opening some results. When I click on 3, it is opening some results. So therefore, that is coming because of my anchor tag. A means anchor tag. Anchor tag is going to have H reference. That H reference is nothing but what to open when I click on 1. 1 is the text available here. Whatever you see 1 here is coming from this 1. So when I click on the 1, what to open is nothing but the H reference link. When I click on 2, what to open is specified in the href. When I click on 3, what to open is coming from the href. That's how you can specify the links and the navigations. So if you look at here 3, so just observe here whether exactly whatever I specified here is opened or not. So if you look at here, v is equal to tp something something and all. So just look at here, that is why it is open. v tp and all. That's all about the navigation tag. Now if you have any questions till now, you can ask me. Else we can see or we can write a small project by using all these tags tomorrow. See, I explained individual tags now. There is no connectivity, right? I just said, okay, navigation, I just use straight away. Header, I just use straight away. But if I combine all these things, how the results will be? I did not explain, right? Let's see by combining all these things tomorrow. What does it mean? So tomorrow, by using header tag, let's take this example. So this is a web page. Assume that this is a web page. By using header tag, how to have a header? How to have a header? Then how to have the navigation? If you look at here, today all are individual programs. That's why you may not. Those are for understanding purpose. How to have the sidebar? How to have the article? All these things in a single page. That means how to combine whatever we discussed today in a single web page and how to develop a meaningful web page. We'll see tomorrow. Meanwhile, you can practice all these things, whatever I discuss, so that it will be good. Any questions? Shiva, Supreet, Sai? Don't miss tomorrow's class because if I combine all these things, you will be getting a lot of idea. Sorry. Any questions, Srikanth? Now the final question. Is this speed is okay for you guys? I need a response from each one. Sunil, Supreet, Sai, Dana, Shiva.
This speed is pretty good. We are good with it.
Okay, so I can type the program so that we no need to waste the time to type it.
Right.
And I can type the Word document so that you will have enough time to breathe it. I mean, so if I type both, then it is very difficult to pick up.
Right.
So at least when I type in the Word document, right, you have enough time to understand, okay, what I'm typing or what are we trying to do. Right. If I type both, then you will not have time to visualize it. So that's why I want to type the program and I want to type whatever I'm explaining in the Word document so that at least we spend a couple of time on that particular element. This way we will not lose any time. So that project, whatever I said, I'll be doing today night so that I just open it and I just run through it quickly